this is Kasani. I'm a psychologist at Sage and Sound. And for the video today, I thought we can have a quick conversation about what to do with, our thoughts when we get so caught up in them. So I'm pretty sure most people have gone through those times where you just really get so stuck with some sort of thought, whether it is, thoughts about the things that we've done in our past, or thoughts about worrying about our future, how our lives is going to look like. And no matter what you're trying to do, you just really can't seem to shake the thoughts off. And there are many ways that we can do to deal with these thoughts, but one of the ways that I usually try and do myself is to sort of reframe and see these thoughts in a different way. So I guess with these thoughts, we can almost treat it as unwanted guests in our house. So I don't know if you have had this happening to you when you were younger. You're living with your parents, living with your family, and sometimes you have friends that come over, right? And not really a fan. You just got home from school, you're really tired, you just want to be in your own space, but you have these guests. So we got a few options there. Well, one, we can sort of sulk and feel really annoyed throughout the whole time they're there. We can think, oh, why are they here? I don't want them here. Why are they bothering me? All that sort of stuff. And for about the next 5 hours that they're there, we're just so miserable because we're just so annoyed at the fact that they're there. Notice that sometimes we do this with our thoughts. We get so caught up that we don't realize that maybe we just spend 5 hours thinking on the same thought. I guess another option you probably might have thought about is to try and push the thoughts away. And back to the metaphor, sometimes we think, oh, I just want to kick these guests out. But when we do that, we'll get in trouble. Our parents won't be too happy with that, and we will get in more trouble, if anything. And the same thing happens when we try to push our thoughts so hard away. It's not only it takes up a lot of effort, but it also would likely bounce back and hit us a bit harder than before. So what do we do with it then? Well, there's another thing that we can do, and that is to accept and let the thoughts come and go freely. So sometimes we spend so much mental energy and effort trying to fight with our thoughts, and this is sometimes an unnecessary battle because they will come and go. And sometimes if the thoughts are unwanted, thinking about the past, thinking about the future, asking us to solve a problem that is unsolvable right now, which means there's literally nothing we can do right here, right now to solve this problem. So what we can do is acknowledge the thought being there. Treat them as these unwanted guests in our home. They're there, we can acknowledge their presence, but let them do whatever they want while they're in there, and you can focus on doing the activities that actually matter to you. So like in the metaphor, let's just say your parents' guests are arriving. You can greet them, acknowledge their presence, and you can excuse yourself to do what's important. You can play games, you can do your homework, you can talk to your friends, and they'll come home eventually anyway. And the efforts that we do would not change that. And that's the same with our thoughts. Sometimes they will be there, but what we can do is, again, focusing back on the things that actually matter in our daily lives, whether it be hanging out with your friends, engaging in your hobbies, doing some self-development or learning, and the thoughts simply would come and go whenever it wants to. So with this way, we're not trying to push the thoughts away, nor are we trying to ignore them, but we are acknowledging them as thoughts that sometimes don't need any attending to. So I hope that metaphor has been a bit helpful in knowing how to deal with these thoughts. But if you do feel like you'd like to learn more about how to deal with these thoughts, you can book some appointments with us at Sage and Sound. So I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you in our next video.